Simba 1, this is Warden Wilson Mutua. Over.
Hey Wilson, we are entering Little Tory Forest. Over.
Come down well, Simba 1. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Roger, Wilson. Take a look to your left, everyone. See these brown animals with the white stripes? Those are bongos, also known as the ghosts of the forest, because they are rarely seen. Over on your right, that dark animal back there with the white stripes is an okapi. Looks like it's related to the zebra, but it's actually the only relative to a giraffe, okapi. Also on your right, see that tall bird standing up there, the black and white one? That's a saddle-billed stork. He gets his name from that yellow marking on his beak that looks like a saddle. Now over on your left is a watering hole. It's usually a pretty good chance to see some of the more rare species, such as the black rhino. There he is. He's coming right around the corner on your left. Now, unfortunately, many of those powerful animals have been hunted nearly to extinction. Thousands are killed for their horns alone. In fact, today there are less than 3,600 black rhinos left in all of Africa. Now, they're not even completely safe from poachers in reserves such as ours. Looks like he's having a snack. Now, hang on, everyone. This road gets a little bumpy sometimes. Now, we are entering the Safi River region. Keep your eyes open for some more animals, and remember to remain seated at all times. So how's everyone doing today? You having a good time? All right. Jump aboard. Now, as we come around the corner, take a look to your right. This is another watering hole, and it's usually a pretty good chance to see some hippos. There's some down in the water there. Now, a calf hippo can weigh 85 pounds at birth, and an adult can tip the scales at over 5,000 pounds. They are truly one of Africa's largest animals. We're going to see some more hippos coming up on your left. There they are. You'll notice how they're completely under the water. They're actually walking on the bottom of the riverbed. That's how large they are. See all those white birds? Those are pink-backed pelicans. Now, they work as a colony. They lure their food in like fish together, and then they feed all as one. There's some more hippos in the water there. All these blackbirds you see around you are common vultures. And they're sitting with their wings open to dry off. Now, as we cross this rickety old bridge in front of us, take a look on either side and you're sure to see some Nile crocodiles. Nile crocodiles are much more powerful and aggressive than the American alligator. In fact, if a croc snaps his jaw, it has over 1,200 square pounds of pressure, crunching the bones of its prey. This is Simba 1, over.
Just wanted to let you know that my ground patrol has seen a lot of elephant activity near the red clay pit. You definitely want to check out that area.
Roger, Wilson. We'll head over there in a bit. Now, everyone, we're coming up on a completely different area, the savanna. Different ecosystem with different animals. And speaking of different, take a look to your right. You see this upside-down looking tree? That's a baobab tree. Now, they can live in desert-like conditions by storing excess water in their thick trunks. They are leafless 9 months out of the year. Oh, now everyone, this is my favorite view in the entire savanna. The Serengeti grasslands. They stretch hundreds of miles across East Africa and are home to millions of migrating animals every year. It's also a great chance to see some of the more famous species like lions and elephants. Now everybody, this is the part of wild Africa we are all trying to conserve. Now the savanna is made up from all the animals that live on it, like the elephant. They are the bulldozers of the savanna. They push down the trees for food, and that lets grasses grow. Then we have giraffes. They eat the undersides of the trees, and that lets light through. Then we have zebras and antelope. They mow down the grass, which lets little sprouts sprout up all over. Then we have little bottom nibblers like gazelles and warthogs. They trim up the edges. It's a complete balanced ecosystem where everybody has enough food to eat. Now you see these big tall piles of earth everywhere? Those are termite mounds. The elephants like to use them as scratching posts, rubbing up against them. They are as hard as cement. Now coming up on your left as we turn the corner are some Patterson elands. Those guys can grow up to 6 feet tall at the shoulders. There they are on your left. Now if you take a look to your right, let's see if they're over there. As we turn the corner here, look to your right, you're going to see some gray animals. There they are. Those are white-bearded wildebeest. Now they migrate in groups of millions, just like in the movie The Lion King. Also coming up on your right, this large brown animal with the long horns is a Ankole cattle, also known as a Watusi cattle. Those horns can get up to 6 feet long and 20 inches round. Up there on the hill, those little brown guys with the black stripe are Thompson's gazelles, also known as Tommies. They can run up to 55 miles an hour. And you'll see a little reticulated giraffe on the hill to your right as well. That's the baby. The word reticulated comes from the Latin word reticulata, which refers to that net-like pattern on their coats. Now, giraffes can grow up to 20 feet tall, making them the tallest animals on Earth. Now over on your right, you're going to see some more brown animals. Those are impalas. Those guys can jump up to 30 feet, which is as long as this truck, so they could actually jump over this truck if they wanted to.
They grow a lot of hair.
This is Wilson. What is your location? Over.
Hey Wilson, we're entering Monkey Point.
Keep your eyes open for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering off on its own. We can't find the mother. I'm afraid torches may be in the reserve.
Oh, roger that, Wilson. We'll keep an eye out.